Hello and welcome back to Expedition 17 Titan, the second expedition of this holiday season's Reduxes. And I know it's been a while since I did Phase 4, but I had a bit of an issue with the last video in that the file corrupted. And I had to go through the expedition again and get myself back to where we were during the last video we completed of Phase 4. So there is only one difference here, in that I've already collected 2 of the ancient bones out of 4. I didn't realise, I kind of started doing this one and then realised I hadn't actually done Reliquary. So only 2 to get, but we can still go through how to get those if you've landed on Phase 4 Rendezvous planet. So what we've got to do today is we've got to earn some nanites. We need about 700 more to get quantum bedrock. We need to rename a discovery, probably going to be the hardest one, but we'll go through how to get that one done. We need to excavate the bones. As mentioned, we already had discovered a creature data worth 75,000 units. We got that very early on. We need to explore on foot, of which we need just over or just under 2,300 U to complete, I think. And then we need to reach Rendezvous Point 5 and, of course, take a picture of Rendezvous Point 5. Before we do anything else, we're going to go and do quantum bedrock, because we are at a abandoned building. Now, abandoned buildings, let's get our mining beam out, have these things. They are called whispering eggs, and if we shoot them, we'll get a larval core, and I need about 15 of these, and we will get some of these monstrosities come out. They will attack us, they will jump at us and hurt us, but overall, there you go, overall we should be okay as long as we keep an eye on what is going on around us. So I'm going to grab a bunch of these. There you go, just like that. He's shooting stuff at me as well. Sometimes they can disappear under the floor. If we leave these out here, we can spin around the side here and grab these ones, and then none will sort of come out on this side. They'll just remain over there. The other thing you can do is shoot at these from the top of the building, and the other way is to do it from underneath. They will kind of try and get at you as well, by the way, so just be aware of that. Rendezvous Point 4 is this abandoned building, so you will be able to get these eggs should you need them. Let's grab them. Oh, hello. He's kind of pushed all the way over there. There's a horrible storm. Right, how many did I get there? I need to make a count. So let's get into the ship for a sec. Just have a quick look at how many I got into the exosuit here. We got 14. So what we can do with these now is put them into our refiner here, these larval cores, and of course it will refine up. What did I say we needed? We needed about 700 or something. Is that right? Is that enough? Yeah, there you go. We've got quantum bedrock. We needed 14 of them to get 700, so not too bad. A nice easy way to complete this milestone. We get polished stone times 512, inventory slots times 7, which is very nice. We are going to go for some cargo here. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to use this as my main save. And now, of course, we need to find a planet that has some ancient bones, and there's one here. Because I've already got 2, I only need 2 more, and I need to explore on foot, and this may help me actually get this. I need 2,000 U now, so we've got a bit there. Let's head to this planet that I've marked. I've come to this planet where there is this base where I've landed, which is quite nice. I like it when I find bases like this. What we need to do is just make sure that you are fully charged. And then this one is roughly 1,000 U away. So we are going to run our way over there simply because we need to get the 2,000 U as well. Here we are at the fossil bed site, and all we need to do is dig them out of the ground with our terrain manipulator. We've got one there. Let's grab this one here. And there you go, we have Reliquary for fossils collected. I think I was calling Legacy Reliquary. I do apologise if I was doing that. Right, we get a constructible relic plans for gaining Reliquary, and it is the stone monuments, or at least some of them anyway. And now what we need to do is actually continue to walk back to my starship so I can get explore on foot, and then we're going to have to look at renaming a discovery. So off I go to get the 7,000 U. Only 100 U to go before we get the on foot milestone, Surveyor of Worlds milestone. We're just going to run up this hill and we should have it any second now. There we go, Surveyor of Worlds. Very nice indeed. And what do we get for that? Well, we get Supreme Scanning System Upgrade and an Hypnotic Eye, which is wonderful. That's too many. That's one too many. One too many. We're not really worried about that. We could sell this for nanites, and if we hadn't put it in, it would be worth about 400 or something nanites, maybe 500, something like that. I can't really remember, but that's what it will be. Because I've opened it up and tried to put it in, it's now only worth 16 nanites. So if you were struggling for your nanites and you didn't want to do larval core, that's another way of doing it. You can sell your upgrades, although I wouldn't sell them until you're basically finished the expedition, or if you were using this as a normal save, I wouldn't sell them either, unless you had no space for any more. Okay, let's have a look at Legacy. Now, I already know, because of due to my corrupted file, I've already done this. I already know that most of the things in and around this system and the systems going to Rendezvous Point 5 have already been uploaded as new discoveries. So I'm going to head to Rendezvous Point 5. I'm going to land on that space station so I can always go back to that space station. And then I'm going to hunt for a system from there on which I can find a new discovery, whether that be a planet or a creature or a piece of flora or whatever it may be. The other ways to do this are to jump into the anomaly, go to one of the community spotlight bases, maybe jump to a entirely new galaxy, or obviously a different place in this galaxy. I think this is Euclid. And then you can survey a planet, scan some animals and upload them and change their name that way. I'm going to do it this way. You can also turn your network off, by the way, as well, if you really want to, and that way you can then have all of the uploaded names, all of the saved uploaded discoveries come off of the game you're playing, and then you can upload it that way. That's an easier way to do it. I'm going to do it this way to show a way to do it where you're sort of not really changing the game or glitching the game out, however you want to suggest that is. Some people see that as cheating. I don't really care. Do what you like. It's your own game. I'm not really bothered. I'm just going to try and do it this way. I've reached Rendezvous of Point 5 system, so I'm not going to go to the rendezvous just yet. I'm going to go to the space station. Another way to do this, by the way, is to look for a black hole. Although there doesn't seem to be any listed on my options here. If I go into my galactic map and I press either left or right on my D-pad, it will change from galactic core, free explore to expedition route. If you go to the anomaly, you can ask Polo and he will also give you coordinates for a black hole. So let's land in this space station of Rendezvous Point 5. We are going to jump out of the starship very quickly. Like so. Back in. And there you go. We have now got a way back to Rendezvous Point 5 system, which should be nice and easy. What we're going to do now then is go into our galaxy map, and I am going to see where we can go. We can go to this one. So let's go here and see if we can find something we can upload or rename even. Now, this system was discovered by Silver Raven, so it would be better if we had a first contact system, because that way we would be able to know that nobody else has been there, and we could then go down and look for something to upload. If we do head down to this planet though and check, I mean, it might be worth just jumping to another system where first contact would be made, but let's just head down and see what we can find here. I think it's worth having a look at the first few planets. So let's see what we can... we've got copious flora and bountiful fauna, which is positive. Means that we should be able to find at least something to scan. We're scanning a load of stuff first. If I could find anything else to scan, that would be nice. So if we go into our discoveries now and go into the planet, I'm sure this one's already been renamed. And so has this flying animal as well. I mean, this planet doesn't actually seem that good for animals, or that's a giant thing. This one's most probably going to be discovered as well. So let's just have a quick look. Yeah, discovered in 6 days. I think it's better finding a system that has first contact. I think it's just going to be easier, so that's what I'm going to try and do now. Right, so I'm still on the same planet. I haven't moved. And I've gone into this cave and I thought, you know what, I'll just have a look in this cave, see if there's anything down here. And I scanned a flora and I scanned an animal. If we go into discoveries here, we'll see that the animal that I discovered, which I believe is this one, has been discovered by Vale. But if we go into the flora section here, you'll see that this has been discovered by caster.penn. So caves are definitely a way to go. Now all we need to do is rename it. I haven't moved. I haven't jumped to any first contact system. And I'm just going to rename it whatever. Whatever. There you go. 399, it's done. Let's see. And there we go. We got legacy. So I only jumped once away from Rendezvous Point 5. Found a plant in a cave and renamed it. So there is an easy way to do it without cheesing it, I guess might be the right way to say it. We get 256 Quicksilver for that. Now all we need to do is go to Rendezvous Point 5 and go and take a picture of Rendezvous Point 5. We will get 256 Quicksilver again, so just be aware that your Quicksilver can only be spent in a particular save. So I will spend my Quicksilver from this save at the Quicksilver Synthesis Companion, so I don't waste it basically. I'll only buy some, like, I won't get a lot for it, but I'll definitely buy some, I don't know, decals or some sort of customizations or whatever. Whatever you like really, but let's head to Rendezvous Point 5. So here's a portal. This is different to the one I had last time. Someone's dug it out as well because it is buried. So we've got Rendezvous Point 5, very nice indeed. And now all we need to do is grab a picture of this very strange dugout portal here. Never seen that before. And there is the Chronicle 5. What do we get from that? We get Delicate Flora for Rendezvous Point 5. And we get Sea Glass ×3. So if you wanted to not do the Sea Glass, collect 3 shards of Sea Glass here, maybe this collecting Chronicle 5 will give you that. We also get 256 Quicksilver, as I have mentioned. Now we can grab Phase 5 reward, which is titled the Surveyor of Worlds, Titan Decal Plans, and Titan Banner customization. And that isn't all we get for completing the expedition. If we go to the final phase here and collect the main reward for Expedition 17 Titan, the Redux version, we get the Wraith Starship, a very nice living ship. Absolutely fantastic. I've done a whole video about the Wraith. I've called it the Wraith Explained. If you want to know about how to get upgrades about this ship and everything about it, check out that video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series. Hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough / tutorial. Hopefully it's helped you out in some way. And hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Take care out there and bye-bye.